suspended, I think, isn't it? Like,
People, deluded. I'm back again. 2024 is it's flown by. Really, there's so much we could talk about from a football perspective, but it's flown by. We're on the eve of 2025, as usual. People, thank you for supporting my channel throughout the year. Hope to still have you lot in 2025. I hope 2024 has been great for you lot, and I hope 2025 is better. First things first, I hope all you lot stay in good health or get into better health and things like that, and wishing you lot the best in your personal and private lives and extending that to your loved ones, people. Now, it's a weird one because this was the last year of my 20s. Now, I know some of the older ones, older than me, be saying, what are you talking about? You're only 30 and that. But, naively, you think you're going to be in your 20s forever. And this year's flown by. Like, it's almost been a bit of a blur. Like, I'll be real with you. Look, of course, I remember many things throughout the year. But vividly, obviously Carnival, come on now, can't not forget Carnival. But on a serious note, not being crazy, I vividly remember January and February, and then it's like everything else has been a bit of a blur, and we're here now, innit? And it's true what they say. It's like the days are long, but the years are quick. This has been the first, maybe not necessarily the truth, but it feels like this has been one of the first years that it's just I've blinked and it's done. And yeah, man, it's been an extreme one. It's been an extreme one. There's been a lot of highs and lows, but it's like there wasn't any balance for me this year. It's like the highs were high, the lows were lows, and this year made me realize, part of my language, I'm a resilient, stubborn bastard, and that's one thing I have to praise myself. The year some things might have worked out, some things not, but at the end of the day, I'm here, in it. We're still here, we're still going. As long as you're still fighting, you got half a chance. And I think I needed to fail this year, man. I think, some years you build, some years you fail. I think I needed to fail, man. I think I would say from like the summer of 2022 to about the latter end of 2023, I was living a movie. Everything I touched was turning to gold. I was meeting people that were helping me. I was meeting good people. I was getting a couple awards and all these things. Obviously, the YouTube was growing and growing and growing. And then it does make you complacent. It does make you feel, I don't think I'm a complacent person, but I guess in reflection, there was that complacency. There was not doing certain things I needed to do. There was that element of, you know that saying, now you said yesterday, you do it tomorrow. There was always that, like, I was always working hard, but not really pushing myself, not really getting out of my comfort zone. And so when that happens, and then the ultimate stagnation and the channel's not going, we're not getting to 70K, which was the big one this year. I have to apologize to you lot. Like, that's actually my biggest L this year, because that's something I'm going to have to live with. And that's something that's driving me for next year. I did not get to 70,000. That was something like, it breaks it. Truthfully, people, it breaks my heart. That was something I can say I really, really tried to do, man. So there's been a lot of lows, man, especially in my personal life, man. Like, romantically, friendship wise, people have snaked it. And then, but also at the same time, there's also many positives. Like, I've met many strangers, that have really helped me and dropped gems or tried to put me in places. Like, I think this year I've got to see the ugliness of mankind and the beautifulness of mankind, if I'm honest with you, people. And I also feel, I mean, I'm quite inward thinking. For the last few years, I've been on this kind of self-discovery, and I think in this line of work, making content, it forces you to kind of do that, right? But I think this year I really have, man. Like, I've learned to pat myself on the back, man. I don't like to do that because you get complacent, but I like that. I think sometimes you have to give yourself some flowers. Sometimes you have to appreciate yourself. Sometimes, to a degree, I love myself. I definitely do. I'm the sexiest on YouTube, but I think I've learned to love myself a bit in that regards, man. I've learned to be even more selfless. Like, I'm quite selfless, but be even more selfless for my loved ones and not hold it against them if they snake it, because that's one thing I've had to learn. I've become more stoic. Like, this year, I've let go of a lot of things. I've let go of a lot of people that I thought would be here forever. I've stopped chasing vices as well, man. Like, bro, like, I don't want to get into it, but like, ultimately, there's a lot of things that don't matter that you're chasing. And I would also say, from a content point of view, yeah, I would say within that December 2022 period to like whatever I said in 2023, I think I lost myself. I do. And what I mean by that is, you're kind of caught between making the content you like, making the content you look like, and making the content that everyone else is talking about. And for me, I forgot. I kind of think I forgot who I was. I forgot about the essence. I forgot about what makes me me, my uniqueness, the interest I like. So I really had to go back, man. Like, there's been a lot of pressure, but I really had to go back. Like, big man, you like youth content, you like to watch football, you like to talk about tactics, you like to consider all sides. Get back into that, man. So I'd say that. And this year, I'm just hungry now, man. Like, proper hungry, man. We ain't got time to waste. Like 30 next year. I do not want to look on my 30th birthday and say, you know what, I'm not happy, you know. So we're going. I would say for me, what would I say is my biggest achievement this year? Actually, my biggest achievement would be I kept going, man. Like, life was peak, bro. Life been peak. I've been through some serious stuff, like that could break people this year. Like, lost family members, lost finances, but battled the tax man, like engagement. Like, there was a point, bro. I'm just sitting here on YouTube. I'm like, everything is going wrong. Oh my god. But you have to weather the storm, man. This too shall pass. So I'm proud that I kept going in it. I'm proud that I'm a soldier. I'm proud that I've collabed a lot more with people this year. I've put myself out there a lot more this year. I've been a bit aggressive in that regards. I would say, I guess, if from a professional point of view, the most thing I'm proud of is being on Talksport, in it, because like obviously I kind of live in my own world, but it's like when everyone's kind of bigging me up for it, I'm like, raw, like it is the biggest sport radio. We're just humble from Edmonton. That's actually a good achievement. But what I'm more happy of that is it don't matter how you get it, but I made that happen myself, man. I made that happen myself. Like, I contacted who I needed to contact, and appreciative for them for giving me the chance. But I didn't wait for no one. I made it happen. Like, I used my two hands and thought smartly and made that happen. And I think, if you know what, if there's things that I can take from how that led in play and add that to others, then we get somewhere, man. Because we ain't got time to waste, man. Like, we need to get 70K next year. And I genuinely think once we get 70K, we're gonna just go like that. Because I'm working hard anyways, but and I've said this for a number of years. Some of you lot have followed me for a number of years, man. Like, I just feel once I get to 70, you kind of get a sniff for 100, in it. So there's that, man. But the biggest things I've learned this year is resilience. Shift happens. Kind of be stoic. Force yourself to change, and discipline, man. Discipline, man. Like, I'm not the most disciplined, but I really have improved that towards the latter stage of this year, because this year was mad. I think I kind of salvaged some of this year in the latter ends of this year. But I'd say discipline. And one thing I've looked at is, obviously have goals, hopes, ambitions, admiration. I want to be like 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, whatever. But one thing I've realized, is, and it's a bit weird because I've realized this every day, like for the last while, but then I started buying books and reading books about it. It's like, how do I make it make sense? It's like what you do daily dictates a lot of things. Like, what you do daily, what time you go to bed, like discipline, what time you go to bed, how much sleep you get, what do how many pages do you read a day, exercise. And I'd say gratitude as well, man. Like, yeah, I'd say I've really been trying to pattern up my day as well. For instance, I think I'm a lot more thankful in life. Like, my friends call me a madman. They hear me randomly praying or randomly shouting a lot of the time. Like, things can be peak. Like, but I'm thankful to still be breathing. I really feel you need to have gratitude, because it could be better, but it could be a lot worse. And I don't know about no one else here. I don't want it to get worse. This year, you mash me up in it. You mash me up. You mash me up. You mash me up. You mash me up. I don't want it again. But yeah, man, we're breathing in it. Like, I'd say the hardest pills to swallow is obviously losing loved ones and things of that ilk. But we're here, man. Like, we're here, man. We're here. Like I said, man. Like, all we want to do is level up and get better and better, man. And I wish Arsenal won something this year, but it is what it is, man. So yeah, so it's either a blessing or a lesson, man. So we keep moving, man. But yeah, we might have failed this year, but we go again, man. And as usual, big up you lot for your consistent support. If you've been here just in 2024, if you plan to be here in 2025, or you've been here for a few years, without you lot, it's not possible. And even looking at stuff when we've talked sport and we've done quite a few things, people. To think it all started because of you lot pushing it, boy. It all started off, obviously not this iPhone. Even you lot could see here. Like, that's my thingy. He says, this comeback, I fell off, but I'm going to make a comeback. You lot can't see. This comeback is personal. It's an apology to myself. And it is, because I've cheated myself. I've cheated myself for the last 18 months, 2 years. I have cheated myself. I've had some good times. I've definitely done stuff well, but I've cheated myself. But yeah, man, 2025, we're really pushing it, man. We're really going for it, man. And we can do this, people. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, man, thank you very much for you lot's support. Obviously, we keep going in it. There's no more of that. Without you lot, the platform wouldn't be the platform, man. So on that note, peace.
There's always just that active red light, defending. I think it's like